Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I'm just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, what does it look like when a woman is leading? Well, so I'm glad you asked because I've done so many videos on why it's important for you to lead, how to lead women. You've heard from all these other fucking people, dating coaches, pickup artists, that you should lead. So I'm going to tell you what it looks like when she's leading. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear examples on how things are going wrong in your interactions with women, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so like I said, there's been so many videos done about why you should lead, how you should lead, but I'm going to tell you what it looks like when a woman is leading you. Because too many of you guys are pissing and moaning about, well, women should fucking approach too, and women should make the move, and women should put it inside me as well. Which, okay, fine, yeah, we women should do some of these things sometimes. I'm very open to it. It may not be in our nature, but I'm super down with anybody who likes it this way. And if you're a man who is losing out on the women you want, it's probably because you want women to lead you. And who do you think is going to be dancing with more women he wants? The man who is happy to ask any woman to dance and can lead her to the dance floor, or the man who is sitting on the sidelines waiting for a woman who knows how to lead and waiting for that woman to ask him to dance? Exactly. So the main theme of women leading is us steering things for you. For us, even. Some of you even like women who lead, but then you wonder why you get used and abused by these women. Because any woman who is happy to lead and naturally takes the lead over you is not a woman that's gonna make you feel good. She might give you some sense of relief because you don't want to take over and you don't know how to take over, but relief is not the same as happiness. It's just not. Easy is not the same as happy. Okay, so the first sign that she is leading, and again, it's basically her steering the direction of this conversation, but she's the one who takes over when there's an awkward silence. In fact, maybe there's no awkward silences because she's the one constantly leading the interaction. I'll tell you right now, I used to do this all the time. When I was a therapist, you bet your ass, all of my dates were led into tears eventually. There was a time where 100% of my first dates cried because I knew how to lead interactions, but I was also an introvert who didn't know how to communicate, and the only way I knew how to communicate was by being a therapist. So all I did was therapize all my first dates, and all of my first dates cried. Bless them. Bless them all. Bless you all. It's basically her saving you. It was only when I sat down on one date and he said, I need you to stop leading. And I was like, what does that mean? I know, good time. That's a good date. But anytime you need a woman to save you from awkward silences and you enjoy her saving you from those awkward silences or her fueling the conversation, that is her leading. When you're sitting there and you are going wherever she steers and directs it, you are being the follower, my friend. You are the one being dipped and twirled by a lady. Which then brings me to the second one, which is she's the one asking you questions to get information about you because you actually haven't offered any. Now, this is something that takes a lot of practice or a lot of exposure to and pointing out with my clients, because what we do is I have my clients practice talking to practice girls, and then I tell them, hey, you know, you actually never said anything about you until she started asking, and the practice girl will say, yeah, actually, I felt like all we did was talk about me, and then I wanted to know about you, so then I felt like I needed to ask about you. And a lot of clients don't realize they're doing that, but it does take some practice and awareness because a lot of you guys who are naturally led by women aren't forthcoming in talking about yourselves. But this is now forcing her to take the lead. When you are the one asking her question after question or keeping the focus on her, what you're doing is you're forcing her to lead by making her the focus, making her the reason you even have a conversation or a jumping off point or a starting point. And if you realize that she's finally asked you a question about you after over focusing on her, that should be a signal to you that, holy shit, I've been making her lead this entire interaction. Now, that's not to say that her asking questions about you at all is her leading, but if you aren't offering anything about yourself until she digs, that is a woman who is used to leading and is okay leading. Because a woman who isn't used to leading and isn't okay leading won't know to dig. Most women will be like, well, I guess he doesn't want to talk about himself. Okay, I won't pry. But a woman who's good at leading in an interaction and in a conversation will be mindful to now get you to open up as well. But again, women leading is not a bad thing. It's a bad thing when you are interested in them and attracted to them and you want them to be attracted to you as well. Which then brings me to the third sign that she's leading is you are actually relieved she is talking as much as she is and is providing the content for you to talk about. I have so many practice girls that say things like, I feel like if I didn't talk as much as I did, you wouldn't talk, to my clients. They say this to my clients. And I'll have clients say like, oh my God, I loved this conversation so much. It was so fun. And the girls would be like, oh my God, I felt like I needed to talk the entire time. For men who are naturally leading an interaction or let women lead, it's actually a lot of pressure for women to do that. We feel the bulk of needing to carry us both. We feel the weight of needing to pull us through this. And if we need to mentally focus on getting the both of us through this conversation, we can't feel something emotionally for you because we are too much in our headspace to be able to feel you in our heart and puss space. And anytime you force a woman to be in her mental state, it's going to be very hard to get her to feel you from an emotional state, which is why a lot of times when you guys have these great conversations, you have no idea why she didn't feel anything for you. It's because we didn't have the capacity to feel anything for you. We were carrying you. That's what we felt. We felt the pressure of dragging you along because you couldn't lift us up. You couldn't carry us through this. So yeah, no, women leading you is not a good thing. No woman enjoys leading you. I've never fucked a dude that I needed to lead through an interaction. Some of us were happy to do it as a courtesy. But again, if we're focused on here, we're not going to be able to feel from here. So if you know you heard yourself throughout this entire video, like, oh shit, I do that. Oh shit, that's me. Where you're losing out on these women despite these great conversations, these great interactions. You have no idea what's going on. Book your call with me right now. Let's talk about what we could do to change that, to shift that so that you feel good about leading that interaction. And so that you could see what it looks like when you are able to take over. Because I promise you right now, we women want to be led by men. Any man that leads, we will feel something for. Doesn't matter what he looks like, who he is. I have been led by the strangest of men in my life, and I've had the strangest of crushes of all time in my life, all because men knew how to lead a conversation. And if you know you want that to be you, book your call with me now, jessicajdating.com/book. Let's talk about making it happen. And yeah, stop letting women lead you. Stop letting women dip and twirl you. You should be dipping and twirling. You've been dipped and twirled for too long. It's time you dipped and twirled too, because you'll like that feeling a lot better than you being dipped and twirled. I assure you. And thanks for watching as always. I'll see you next time.